Let's take a look at the papers today, this Friday. The Daily Express reports a fall in coronavirus infection rates, saying that hopes are rising that Britain is on the way to winning the fight against Covid-19. The paper does add, though, that it is critical that people remain vigilant.
Let's have a look at the Daily Mail. It's saying, same message, reporting that the R rate is now below 1 in the majority of the country, according to scientists from the University of Cambridge, that is. The paper says figures, which are separate to the government's estimate, are the strongest evidence yet that lockdown is working.
And the Daily Mirror is leading on vaccines, focusing on the news that high street pharmacies have started giving out the jabs. If you were watching yesterday, you'd have seen we were in a pharmacy taking a look at that rolling out. The paper says nearly 3 million people in total have now received the jab.
And the Times has a story about a technology blunder that's seen more than 150,000 fingerprint, DNA and arrest history records accidentally deleted from police databases.
Taking a look on the inside, what you got?
Well, just a lot of people sharing their stories, aren't they, about lockdown and how it's affected them, whatever. And Sophie Ellis Bextor has been doing these kitchen discos. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but they have been very popular. And I think it's Friday nights, isn't it? And they were very popular in the first lockdown, and she's going to do a couple more. And there's one of these features just about how things have been for her. And I'm just looking towards the end of the article. It says she's not into yoga, doesn't meditate, but to relax, she builds things. So she's got into building things. So she's currently she's doing sequin art. Quite sure what that is. But last year,
art with sequins.
It was a very beautiful Lego set.
And there's,
I think, did they have a picture of it here? No, it said she did a 4-story shopping precinct from Tokyo as part of her building projects. Whatever gets you through the day.
I don't mean this to be a pun, but it is really constructive, building things. Just for the mind, isn't it? Like you've got a start and an end, and it's a sense of achievement.
Definitely.
So you have heard so many phrases we're getting used to now, aren't we? WFH. When someone writes that, I'm WFH. Working from home. OK? So what do you think WFB is?
Working from Brighton.
Bed. So apparently lots of us are working from bed, not Brighton or Bath
not Brighton. Are you sure
or
it's not
Birmingham or anywhere. No. So lots of us are working from bed. So there's this piece in... There's this piece. Do you want to hear this or not? I heard your igloo story. Do you want to hear the bed story?
Well, how does it work?
OK, so in recent months, 9,000 people have used this hashtag, working from bed, on Instagram. And retailers are reporting rising sales of laptop trays and stands and these wedge pillows because people are working from bed at the moment. And it's a bit of a concern because over lockdown, the number of Britons who have suffered loss of sleep has risen from 1 in 6 to 1 in 4. So there's advice in the Telegraph this morning about how to make your bed good for work and also changing the atmosphere for if you've been working from your bed all day.
That's the
and
problem,
getting into bed.
You know, it becomes a workplace rather than a sleep place.
Yeah, so little tips: change the fragrance in the room, change the lighting as well. And where would you think you should put your laptop if you've been working from bed?
After you finish using it, in another room.
Yes, in another room, in another box, well out of the way. But people, you know, if people aren't in huge houses and haven't got home offices, they're having to find a compromise. So, yeah, WFB.
Now we know.